Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jimmy Macram. Let's have episode 9, the penultimate episode of season 1 of Mindhunter. Let's get to it.
He's almost up there with Manson.
Well, maybe he'll give you an autograph.
That would be inappropriate, right?
Is he joking? I can't tell fucking Holden.
The color paper's supposed to keep the animals calm.
How'd that work?
Don't know. They eat it off the bars before we can find out.
It's hilarious.
You're a monetary fucking asshole, you cocksucking peckerwood, shitbag motherfucking twat! I'ma shit your goddamn fucking poontang, you fuck ass!
You fucking better know my name.
I beg your pardon?
Beg your pardon, fuck you.
We know your name. Everybody knows your name.
Well played.
You don't think you've committed violent crimes?
I didn't say that.
How are you not like them?
Them fuckers are crazy.
Is that a...
Fed a meatloaf through an eyedropper.
Oh. Did you give it a name?
They let you keep a pet here?
You're gonna have to roll up my sleeve.
Okay.
Well, come here then, little boy.
I'm so concerned.
She's fucking loud.
You told Bob Green that she spit in your eye. Said she'd pick you out of a lineup.
That son of a bitch. I should never talk to him.
Why not?
He got the whole place all riled up. Made my own still.
You made a still.
Hid it in a drawer in a guard's desk, right under their fucking nose. They couldn't figure out what the stink was.
Was that true about the first? Originally, you told him you weren't gonna kill him. You told him you were just gonna rob him.
I guess I fucking lied.
You got over. Babies start crying when they realized this was it. You ever wonder why he did it?
No,
Not even curious.
I don't think about it at all. Till Peckers
He's so
like you
scary.
show
What
up.
was?
How I got cut.
Who'd you fight?
Some river coon trying to hustle.
And it just happened to be on both wrists.
I killed that
You
motherfucker.
killed him too?
Shit, yeah.
I didn't see that in the paper.
Nobody gives a fuck about that.
You sure when you slashed your wrists, you didn't feel bad about those girls?
I told you I didn't do that.
Maybe you weren't feeling bad about the girls. Maybe you're feeling sorry for yourself.
Fuck you, peckerhead! You know why those cunts died? Because it just wasn't their fucking night.
What the fuck?
We really should videotape these interviews. Audio is never gonna do it justice. A video archive of our most violent offenders. Imagine that for posterity.
What's Bill thinking?
It just wasn't their night.
That was wild. He might be the scariest one. He might be the scariest one. Because he feels a little more human than the rest
You
of
might
them.
want to consider losing the tape.
Agreed. You sound insane on that tape.
It was disgusting, and I don't want to be part of it.
When did you get so thin-skinned?
I'm trying to warn you, your attitude is going to bite you in the ass. There is no dishonor in losing at least the first 3 minutes of that tape.
Please. I want Bill. Please. It's a bad idea. You're digging to talk, though. I'm impressed. But you don't need, people don't need to know how you did it. You did it. Oh my God. Leave her alone. Leave her alone, sir. Let it go. It's over. Good on Greg. Good on Holden for fucking listening.
For example, Charles Whitman is similar to Speck. He killed 14 people in 90 minutes. He's not a
Jesus.
secret.
Updated.
A series of killings.
Serial?
Serial murderer? Serial killer?
It's better. Let's see if it sticks.
Awesome.
6 more years.
At least another year to complete my master's, a year of exams to get a doctoral candidacy, and the dissertation takes 2, if you're extremely motivated, usually 4. You drink.
Who?
She's the wife of someone you had fired.
Oh.
She says to remind you of someone named Roger.
Okay.
Mr. Ford?
Mrs. Wade.
That's right.
How did you find me?
It took a while.
Good Lord.
You mean Janet Ebner?
Roger was going against the wishes of faculty and parents. He had been given every opportunity
He
to...
did nothing wrong.
So he's an idiot. Suddenly, people who've known us for years pretend they don't see him on the street. Someone spray painted "kitty fucker" on our driveway.
Jesus.
Would you like to come in?
No. This crazy lady in our house? My house,
You're
rather?
very young. Do you know what kind of person you're married to?
We're not married.
Then there's still time.
Wow. It's hard to feel bad for Roger. And if all that's true, which it is, from a different perspective, he's fired for his own hubris. All you do is stop doing it. He's been told several times his parents are uncomfortable. And he won't stop. Because I'm King Dick around here.
What?
So to speak. Ugh. Leave it there. It's fucking infestation. It feels like it's gonna be a metaphor for something. Bill doesn't want to see this creepy shit.
What am I looking at? This just came in from the Atlanta field office. 12-year-old girl raped and murdered after she got off the school bus. The woods where she was found is a known makeout spot for the locals, so he's likely from the area.
Good.
Check you out.
The trees, they've been cleared around the power lines.
Not very often.
When those limbs are freshly cut, you think a service crew might have been out here?
Look at Bill go.
Works for a tree limit service. They said he spent a week on the Porter Street.
Bingo.
Let's go.
Name's Daryl Gene Deviere, 24 years old.
Let's go.
High school dropout. Was in the Army. Went AWOL. Discharged after 7 months.
Couldn't handle
This
the
guy
military.
sounds perfect.
Makes sense.
Single, married?
Married and divorced twice, living with his first ex-wife.
How's her get dressed? He'll let her go. Then when she turns around, he strangles her.
But it's harder than he thought. He can't finish.
So he picks up a rock. After that, perhaps
Murdering a little girl?
he had the confidence to take a human life. If he beats the polygraph, he'll think he's Superman.
Wow.
What's the bad news?
We have a branch of the Department of Justice called the Office of Professional Responsibility.
That sounds very bad.
They look into allegations of official misconduct. Usually there's nothing to it. They are considering investigating the unit for a civil rights violation.
Is this about Brudos?
This is about Richard Speck. He was jumped by a couple of inmates after the interview conducted by Agents Tench and Ford. Fucking with his head.
Anything more specific?
No, but we have all suffered Agent Ford's head fucking.
Indeed.
So it has an ominous ring of truth.
During his interview, Brudos was obfuscating, so the agents brought in a woman's shoe to elicit a response.
Was that part of the script? Internal affairs types justify their existence by finding dirt, and I want to make sure there's nothing here for them.
Nothing that I can think of.
Good. Tell the boys at the OPR would like to see them at their...
It's a pain in the ass.
Shows that they're interested in us. Take everything that you've got on spec.
Like what?
Like the file, the tape, transcript.
Oy. Doc notice that? Oh, she's definitely listening to it. As soon as he leaves. God damn it. Right away. She didn't even wait half a second. God damn it. Do I have to hear this? Get uncomfortable? Oh,
Special Agent William Tench.
That was clean.
Spec, I applied a slightly aggressive interview style. Tried to speak his language.
Speak his language?
Get into his rhythm.
I'm assuming you have a record of the interview?
We have a transcript.
Oh, poor Greg.
We reuse our tapes. I'm afraid that we erased that interview.
You erased the interview.
That is correct, sir.
We recommend you do not do that in the future.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming your funding would...
What we expect from you during this process, more than anything, is candor.
Oh, I hate this guy so much.
Richard Speck, what a shit stain, huh?
Read to the end. We should have kept the tape just for that.
Fascinating.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Worked out better than expected. The Wendy's not gonna be pleased.
I sweat right through my shirt.
I noticed.
I'm not good at this.
Well, great, sir.
You did fine.
Wendy's not pleased. You think she snitched?
You said that, Greg. It's a prison interview, not Watergate.
Oh, shit. Wow.
What's going on?
Maybe you can tell us that. So you're just going to say and do whatever you want.
Never mind that we are answerable to the LEAA and the NIJ. This study is funded with congressional dollars, taxpayer money.
Before you got him going with the cunt speak.
And that's when he admitted to raping only one of the women. You want truffles? You gotta get in the dirt with the pigs.
No, we don't. We are the FBI. What happened in that meeting today?
I lied. I outright lied.
What did you say?
Greg's cracking.
There is no way they will know about the tape unless we tell them. We just don't say a thing.
I disagree. I think we turn the tape over and be completely
Are
transparent.
you out of your
Caught in
mind?
a lie, it'll be very bad.
I'm okay with it.
I started this thing.
Sir, now is not the time.
If they open an investigation, which they will.
Leave it. Burn the fucking tape. They don't give a shit about Speck. Nobody does. This can die right here.
We are not going to turn in the tape.
Agreed.
We're not going to speak about this anymore. We will protect
Agreed.
the unit.
Agreed. What are you even talking
Something's
about?
wrong here.
Maybe.
I never again want to listen to a tape where I can't tell the difference between my agent and some incarcerated lowlife.
That was great. Oh, Greg. You cannot be fucking serious. How do we not make sure that he fucking burned the tape? I just thought I liked this cocksucker too. God damn it. For what? For what? I know what it's saying. It's the right thing to do. Yada, yada, yada. Not built for this. He doesn't do well with the seat. I get it. But there's literally no crime here. There's a crime here, but there's no way to get caught. There is none. I mean, Speck said something. Even then, like what? I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. What a great episode that was. I'm Team Holden when it comes to the cases, when it comes to the project, when it comes to the work. The decisions he makes in his personal life, I don't agree. But yeah, as far as the argument went, I'm with Holden. He did what he did to get him talking. He was not gonna talk. Speck was not gonna talk. You got him to talk. That's it. Bill told him to erase the tape. This reflects badly. He did it. Fucking this serial killer made a complaint because he fucked with his head, and now we're all running around in circles. This is silly. I don't know what's gonna happen. Outside of the fact that our crew gets in trouble with the NIJ and I forgot what the other one was. And listen, it's not a great look for an FBI agent to be fucking on tape saying those things. I get that part of it. I'm sorry. I'm so annoyed. I'm bothered. Just started like Greg. He did some good work there. He was back and forth, just like the rest of the crew. He was posting on thing. They found a killer in Atlanta, or 60 miles northwest of Atlanta. Then threw it all away for no good reason. No good reason. I can't be convinced it's a good reason. There's nothing he could say or you all could say that would make it a good reason. That reminds me, actually. I want to talk about this creepy principal. I don't believe that just because the parents say they don't like somebody touching their kid, that means he has to stop. Because where does that end? Where do you go from there? How much can the parents dictate by what goes on in the school? You can say it's a safety issue, in which case I would agree, but that's a vague territory there. Nobody's getting hurt, they're getting paid, the kids are not complaining. It's a whole thing. However, he should have stopped. He should have stopped. He's creepy and I'm glad he's fired. If only for being an ass. Because of his own pride. As far as parents saying stop, so that means you gotta stop. No. Oh, what? They get to say what gets talked about? We're gonna teach creationism because that's what the parents believe in? No! Beat it! I'm running school here. Yeah, creep. fired. Feel bad for his wife, I guess. I think I feel bad for him, kind of, sorta. That he's being considered like a pedophile, but not for losing his job, because all you had to do was stop. That's it, literally, and you refused, either out of pride or a compulsion to touch kids. Either way, you gotta go. I'm sorry, I really didn't know about Greg. I can't get over it. So I told myself something else make me happy. It didn't. I'm really bothered. Fuck it. Anyway, post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jimmy Macrum. It's time for episode 10 of season 1 of Mindhunter, the season finale. Last we saw, Greg decided he wanted to unburden himself, is the best way I could put it. It's such a baffling move to me. Even morally, it has its negatives, like, I don't know, burying your coworkers without giving them a heads up. Whatever. Trashed him enough at the end of the last episode. We're not gonna do it anymore. Let's get to it.
Ask him.
How convinced are we that he's guilty? What percentage convinced?
100%.
I'm about 70.
It is no accident that this tree trimmer was accused of rape in another county.
He'd have to be Mirandized. It's a death penalty state. There's nothing in it for him.
He is a narcissist. Might just do it to prove that he can. Have Chambers extend an invitation.
Holden is so bold right now. Even his mannerisms, he's still so confident.
Need a shoe.
A shoe?
It's something we use to crack another sociopath. We need to find the equivalent for Devier.
Holden is fucking... I don't know how to explain it. He's Michael Jordan in 91. He just knows he's the guy.
I want it to look like Manhattan Yellow Pages. Evidence room.
This way.
With the music and the editing, it's so much fun. Jesus.
Well, all right. Is a 5 and dime around here? Right
Bill, are you okay with all this?
Get a baton. Find if it's cheap, move the price tag, drag it around in the dirt.
Okay.
I don't want him to see evidence. I want him to see a sweet little girl. Hurry.
All this an FBI thing?
Nope.
It's, his thing.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. But, yeah, I'm not okay. Like, as much as I love Holden, like, basking in its brilliance, I am concerned about, what our crew's gonna get into.
So I'm gonna have you wait down the hall here, waiting for the agents to come in.
Damn.
Yeah, help any way I can.
A couple of children.
Sometimes.
But she's not 16 anymore.
Nope. Oh, no.
The bloom of youth has faded.
That's hilarious.
No, not really. Maybe once or twice.
She wore that outfit. Couldn't have missed her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I saw her in that a couple of times.
Was she a cheerleader?
Majorette.
Those girls on the dance team or something else. I always had the hots for them. I mean, definitely looks older than 12.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Thank you. So it's not just me.
Well, and these girls these days, they're developing so early.
They sure are.
What a creep.
Of course, Lisa was in junior high. Whoever picked her up might not have known that.
I mean, I'm sitting here racking my brain, trying to remember if I saw someone, but 14 is the age of consent.
Is that right?
What? I know some states, I heard.
I mean, by the time a woman has hair on her pussy, you'd think she'd be able to decide who gets a piece of it.
I mean, yeah, man, I never thought about it like that before, but yeah.
But it's kind of true.
Don't you think? Sure.
You gotta make it with that young pussy before it turns into mom.
This guy's freaking out.
Wow, 50 feet?
In a tree? That's right. But you're in a harness, right? Of course.
What's going on with this guy? The security guard.
Sometimes you gotta
I know he's uncomfortable.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
No idea at all?
You weren't listening?
I can't recall.
I mean, she started things, right?
Kinda.
What about this jacket? You ever see her wear this? Here, take a closer look.
Oh, he's looking at that fucking rock. That's great.
I think it's just dirt, Bill.
Well, maybe we should take a sample.
He scrubbed his nails by now.
Is it in your ears? I bet it's in your ears. When was the last time you cleaned your ears?
You want to take a sample, Bill?
Can we do that?
I can arrange that.
You've gone quiet.
Normally weak, which is what you're doing.
Even if a guilty guy yells and screams to make you think he's innocent, you can always tell the difference.
Sure can.
Why do you keep looking at that rock, Gene?
He's breaking.
And then she came up to you, she seemed friendly, and then everything went sideways. The question for us isn't did you do it. All you have to do is tell us if we're right.
Do you teach this stuff?
We should. Bill, why are we not teaching profiling at the academy?
Awesome.
Because we're so big.
And I say, well, actually, Mom, there's been a few.
Bottoms up.
And then, feel guilty. And then I just, it created a situation
God, he's
where the guilt
feeling himself so much.
It wasn't.
And we've got Manson and Berkowitz on the wish list.
No shit.
Unbelievable.
What are they like?
I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here when I say they are.
Bill, can we get him out of here, please?
So what did you say? Only he didn't know he was playing a role in your drama.
That is what made it a nail biter. No one could have scripted the reveal of the rock. He completely freaked.
What a great shot this is.
Thought I give my opinion?
Maybe I don't always want to hear your opinion.
You mean when I'm not in agreement with you?
Could you just be my girlfriend? Could you just listen?
You mean shut up and adore you?
Well, you could try it. Once.
Holden's so gone. I'm here for it. He's such a mess now. Debbie shouldn't have got back together.
Cheryl Jean Deviere cracks under the questioning of a new type of FBI agent.
Is that supposed to be us?
Who the fuck do you think?
Who's named?
Read the part about behavioral sciences bright-eyed boy.
Using evidence from the crime scene, he managed to break through Deviere's psychological barriers. This reads a lot like coercion.
Worse.
Damn right.
It's not,
I did not give an interview.
even if we were accurately represented, people should not be reading about us over breakfast.
Why not?
Just because.
Is it possible that you're upset because the article doesn't mention you?
Holden has lost his fucking mind. Holy shit.
Hi, Susan. It's Dr. Wendy Carr. I need to book a flight.
Go talk to the Floyd County DA.
About what?
It's in the article. They're prosecuting a capital case.
So?
So we can't be seen to be party to that. I'm sorry, yes, and can you give me that number again?
What do you cannot go down there representing the FBI.
I don't intend to.
Then they won't understand how you're connected to this
If
case.
you don't see how this situation compromises us, then I really don't know what to say to you. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted. Can you give me that number one more time?
Go with her. You got us into this.
Everybody's cracking.
I got it this time. Thank you.
Just agendas, philosophies, all separate. Holden's lost his mind. That's the only thing I'm sure of.
So if he's convicted and executed, then...
Honey, we don't kill criminals. They kill themselves.
What does that mean?
You won't smell burning flesh from the cigarettes being put to her body on Hawaii 5.
I'm not arguing prosecution strategies. I'm simply...
And I'm not done talking. My point is that when you go from an abstract idea of...
But maybe instead of debating the pros and cons...
Yes. Cut to the point.
God
Are you actually
damn.
asking me? Here in Georgia, death is the will of the people. And if you don't want to be involved publicly, then maybe you should keep yourselves out of the news.
God damn. She's so mad. And I get it. Shockingly.
Have you eaten?
No.
Great. You want to get something?
Breaking up.
Pretty late.
That's right.
You're different.
I'm the exact same person that you reeled in with that jumpsuit. Oh, where are you going with this?
You know where she's going with this.
You tell me.
You just don't want to say it out loud?
When I first got here, you offered me a sip of your wine, which could be construed as welcoming, but even though you knew that I was coming from the airport, you didn't bring an extra glass. And half the bottle is gone. Which means you're trying to take the edge off so that you can...
Finish it.
break up with me?
That was a shitty idea. He's right. He's not the same. Even a little bit. He looks the same. That's about it.
Can you tell me what this is about?
You listed as medical proxy to one of our patients.
I'm sorry, there must be some kind of mistake. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's impossible. I can't think that.
Came out of surgery at 4:30 a.m. He's doing well.
Oh, Jesus.
But you three have been called to meet with them as soon as possible, and since someone has taken the high road for us, I recommend we all go forward with total transparency.
Is this you?
Fuck you, Bill.
In what capacity do you serve the Federal Bureau of Investigation?
I work in the behavioral science unit.
You and Special Agent William Tench recently interviewed an inmate named Richard Speck. Did he transcribe it?
Yes.
And did you look it over?
Yes.
Did you then decide it should be redacted?
Yes.
Why did you decide that?
Yes.
Did you ask Agent Smith to lie about erasing the tape?
Not in so many words.
What does that mean?
I looked at him. I asked him to lie with my eyes.
Your redaction become...
This is what I do with violent offenders, only much better.
Agent Ford, you stand accused of lying to the FBI.
Language you used with Richard Speck in the unredacted interview reflects extremely poorly on the Bureau.
How about calling him a shit stain?
Your partner also expressed reservations about the way you handle yourself.
You're playing us off each other.
He substantiates our concerns about your comportment as a federal agent. We have that on tape.
Fuck this.
Ford, oh,
Agent Ford, if you
Jesus.
leave, I can't help you. I have to write up a report on this interview. It will go down on your permanent record. You're making a terrible mistake.
You are, sir.
The only mistake I made was ever doubting myself.
Oh my God, Ford has lost his mind. This hurts. It was going so well. So fun. I'm not sure if well is the right word. All this kind of been a mess this whole episode.
Insights.
I do. Well, I'm not going to trot them out like some kind of show pony, especially when...
It's a way to determine a criminal's psychology based on crime scenes and personal characteristics.
I love that. You pretty much admit that I started you down this path, so I believe you owe me an explanation, Walden.
Jesus.
You're an expert now.
No.
Sounds like it.
I am not an expert.
But you want to be, don't you? Someone left a ballpoint pen on my court file. I used the metal casing.
Jesus.
Take a closer look.
Absolutely not.
Not even our cats. When I was a kid.
Oh shit. Oh my fucking God.
Funny thing, in the ICU, there's no system to alert the guards. It's short-sighted. I could kill you now pretty easily. Do some interesting things before anyone showed up. Then you'd be with me in spirit. I invited you many times to visit, but even with this, I never thought you'd actually come. Well, now, that is the truth.
Are you all right?
I can't breathe.
Did you take anything?
I don't know.
Do you have any allergies?
The fucking fuck police?
Torture, mutilation, that is your world, and it has made you paranoid.
I have a comment. Oh, Jesus. Well, that was episode 10 of season 1 of Mindhunter. Where to begin? I don't know. I wanted to start with the finish, but that'll have to wait. I mean, the scenes at the end that we've been getting at the beginning of each episode, the one that happened at the end of this episode. But listen, all that has to wait. I want to talk about Holden. I will talk about the season as a whole, if you don't mind. I have to say, this might be. It's in the best and one of my favorite seasons of any television show ever. Particularly season 1's. This is an all-timer for me. It was so good. I put it right up there with like True Detective season 1. Or, let's see, how many good season 1s are there? The Wire is a great season 1. GOT does. I'm not sure if it's in the same. No, GOT does. Full stop. I just think it's really hard to have a great season 1 because you have to build so many characters. And so much great television is predicated on this kind of foundation that you spend 12, 14, 16, 25, 30 episodes building. Most of my favorite seasons of shows are season 4s and season 5s. See Breaking Bad or Black Sails. But this was fucking fun and tight and clean. I loved it so. I keep saying I'm gonna put this list up, but then like I had this top 75 favorite characters list, but then like I'll be halfway through the Americans, and it's like, well, I know Liz is gonna be on the list, so why do it? Why not wait until after the season? And now I think Holden's probably on it. Holden is so good. His progression is so slow through this season, but by the end you do realize what Debbie, I keep forgetting her name, says he is a different guy. Saying he's not really sweet or curious anymore. He's certainly not sweet. He definitely is rather terse with people. His arrogance has kind of affected both of those, both his sweetness and his curiosity. He thinks he knows better, but for the most part he kind of does. Though I will say his interaction with Ed at the end of the season was a nice kind of change of pace. Kind of reminded him that while he is bright, he has kind of gotten too comfortable. He has gotten too comfortable. By the time he realized he was too comfortable, it was almost would have been too late. Ed could have fucking broken him in half. That was so good. And so frightening. I'm so thrown. I can't blame Bill for throwing him under the bus. He told the truth. And he said he had some concerns about Holden. Though, to be fair, he should. Now, should you say it? I don't know. I mean, Bill has kind of let him have the reins a bit. And he has reaped the rewards. I wonder if he's just tired of arguing with Holden and is now regretting that decision. I love the show. I think there's only one more season, if I remember correctly. And I remember some of you not liking it. Maybe think about True Detective, actually, since I mentioned that earlier. Maybe you did like it. I don't know. Either way, the directing on the show is fantastic. Particularly the last couple episodes, which Fincher apparently did himself. And you know the editing was great. And you know the music is splendid. And it's just these unconventional but kind of obvious choices. Like, it's not all that subtle. That music is playing in the first part of the episode where Holden is just on one and feeling himself, and it's just fucking bold and just on top of the world, in the zone, if you would. And the way they ruined that cocksucker, they killed that 12-year-old, and at the end it's just sad. Anyway, all right, that's enough. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.